Hello everyone. In recent days, the world has been witnessing one of the most devastating natural disasters, the wildfires in Los Angeles. Towering flames have consumed thousands of hectares of forest, destroyed countless homes, and threatened the lives of humans and countless species. Heart-wrenching images of devastation, skies shrouded in smoke, and the cries of animals trapped in the inferno leave us all deeply saddened. At first glance, this might seem like just another climate change-related event. However, from a Buddhist perspective, this wildfire carries profound lessons. It reminds us of the law of cause and effect, and the intricate connection between human actions and the balance of nature. The Buddha once taught that nothing in this world happens randomly. Every event has deep-rooted causes and inevitable consequences. The Los Angeles wildfire, when viewed through the lens of Buddhism, is not merely a natural phenomenon but also a manifestation of collective karma, the results of actions accumulated over many generations. We often find it easy to blame nature, harsh weather, or external forces, but few take a moment to reflect on themselves or the communities they live in. Small actions like wasting resources, harming the environment, or turning a blind eye to ecological destruction all contribute to the consequences we are now facing. Therefore, the lesson from this wildfire is not just about seeking solutions but also about introspection. How can we change the karma we are creating? Buddhism, with its profound teachings on cause and effect, impermanence, and compassion, offers us a different perspective on natural disasters. These are not merely punishments or tests from nature, but opportunities to awaken, to encourage every individual and community to learn how to live in greater harmony with the world around them. In this video, we will explore the deep lessons that the Los Angeles wildfire brings, examining it not only through the lens of science but also in the light of Buddhist wisdom. From this, we can draw ways to transform negative karma, practice compassion, and live a more sustainable life. If you find this video valuable, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our upcoming content. Let's embark on this journey together, where each word is not just an explanation but a reminder and an invitation for us to change and act together. In Buddhism, every event that occurs in the world is intricately connected to the principle of cause and effect. The Buddha taught that every action we take, whether big or small, creates karma, the results of the seeds we have sown. Karma is not just an individual matter but also a collective accumulation of actions from communities and even entire nations. The wildfires in Los Angeles are a vivid illustration of this connection. They are the result of intertwined factors such as climate change, excessive exploitation of nature, and a lack of awareness about environmental responsibility. Individual karma, small actions, big impact. Buddhism points out that each individual contributes to the world we live in. Small actions like using plastic bags, wasting water, consuming excessive fossil fuels, or neglecting environmental protection all create karma. When we are indifferent to the long-term consequences of our actions, we are planting seeds of instability and suffering, not only for ourselves but also for future generations. Take a specific example. A person littering may not notice the immediate impact of their action. However, when millions of people adopt the same habit, we face environmental pollution, a decline in quality of life, and indirectly, extreme climate phenomena. The Los Angeles wildfires are not random occurrences but the cumulative result of countless small actions over time. Collective karma. When communities act together. In Buddhism, karma is not only created by individuals but also by groups or communities. When a group of people engages in unwholesome actions, collective karma is formed. For instance, excessive exploitation of natural resources, such as deforestation for urban development or agriculture, not only destroys ecosystems but also disrupts the natural balance. In Los Angeles, uncontrolled urban development has reduced the natural ability of the land and forests to prevent fires. When people focus solely on economic benefits and neglect environmental responsibility, they collectively create a type of shared karma. This karma does not only affect those directly involved but spreads to the entire community. perpetuating a cycle of cause and effect. National karma. Greater scale. Greater responsibility. Buddhism also speaks of karma on a national scale, where policy decisions or large-scale activities can impact millions of people. Unsustainable policies and short-sighted environmental strategies are the root causes of national karma. A prime example is the delayed action against climate change, despite repeated warnings from scientists. Environmental protection efforts are often overshadowed by immediate economic interests. In the United States, the increase in industrial emissions, lack of stringent resource management, and failure to enforce forest protection measures have led to severe consequences. The Los Angeles wildfires are a clear manifestation of this national karma, a powerful reminder that significant changes in policy and behavior towards nature are urgently needed. Cause and effect in practice. Lessons from the Los Angeles wildfires. From a Buddhist perspective, the Los Angeles wildfires are not random phenomena. They represent the convergence of individual, collective, and national karma. Climate change has exacerbated heat and drought. Irresponsible deforestation has diminished natural fire resistance. And human inaction has transformed these factors into a major disaster. The Buddha once taught, "Nothing happens without a cause." When we exploit nature excessively, we are sowing the seeds for consequences like wildfires. To prevent future disasters, we must not only change individual behaviors but also promote positive actions from communities and governments. This event serves as a wake-up call, urging us to recognize our shared responsibility and take meaningful steps towards environmental sustainability. Buddhism is not just a religion but also a philosophy of life, emphasizing the deep connection between humans and nature. The Buddha once taught, "All things in this world are interdependent." This means that human existence cannot be separated from nature. And when nature is harmed, humans are inevitably affected. Protecting nature is not only a responsibility but also an integral part of Buddhist practice. The philosophy of impermanence, understanding change. One of Buddhism's core teachings is impermanence. Everything in the universe is in a constant state of change. Nature, like humans, is always in motion and transformation. When we destroy a forest, pollute water sources, or deplete the atmosphere, we not only alter the environment but also disrupt the natural balance. The Los Angeles wildfires are a striking example of impermanence. Once lush green forests have been transformed into seas of fire due to global warming and human negligence. Recognizing the impermanence of nature helps us understand that all resources are finite, and their existence depends on how we protect them. Interbeing. The connection between humans and nature. The Buddhist concept of interbeing highlights that all beings and things in the universe are interconnected. Humans are not independent entities but part of a larger ecosystem. A single tree not only provides oxygen but also serves as a habitat for animals, regulates air quality, and maintains soil moisture. Destroying nature is akin to destroying ourselves. When a forest burns, animals lose their homes, air quality deteriorates, the land becomes less fertile, and the climate becomes harsher. Viewing the world through the lens of interbeing helps us realize that protecting nature is essentially protecting our own lives. Compassion for all beings. A core element of environmental protection. Compassion is one of the central tenets of Buddhism. The Buddha taught that compassion should extend not only to humans but also to all living beings. Every tree, river, and animal is part of the universe and deserves love and protection. The Los Angeles wildfires have caused immense suffering not only to humans but also to millions of animals that have endured pain or lost their lives. From a Buddhist perspective, this is a reminder that compassion should manifest not only in helping others but also in safeguarding nature, the dwelling place of countless beings. Wisdom in environmental protection. Buddhism emphasizes the role of wisdom in all actions. Wisdom is not merely knowledge but the ability to see the true nature of things. Protecting nature is not just about planting trees or reducing waste. It is about deeply understanding the connection between our actions and the consequences they bring. Preventing disasters like wildfires requires wise action. This means making decisions based on a profound understanding of the environment and the long-term impacts of our actions. For example, instead of prioritizing short-term economic gains, we need to consider the environmental consequences of constructing new urban areas or expanding industries. Nature is a space for spiritual practice. In Buddhism, nature is not just a provider of resources but also a place for spiritual practice. The Buddha attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, a powerful symbol of the connection between humans and nature. Spending time in nature not only provides relaxation but also offers an opportunity to reflect on life, our interconnectedness, and our responsibility to the world. Rather than viewing nature as a resource to exploit, we should see it as a teacher, one that teaches us lessons of patience, compassion, and harmony. By protecting nature, we honor the wisdom it offers and preserve its ability to nurture both our physical and spiritual well-being. The Los Angeles wildfires, a powerful reminder and an opportunity for change. The Los Angeles wildfires serve as a poignant reminder of the consequences of human actions on nature. However, rather than dwelling in guilt or despair, we should view this disaster as an opportunity to change. Buddhism teaches that karma is not unchangeable. Through wholesome actions, we can transform negative karma and create a brighter future. Change begins with the individual. Buddhism emphasizes that transformation starts with each person. Small, mindful actions, when done collectively, can lead to significant change. Here are some ways individuals can practice environmental protection in the spirit of Buddhism. Reducing plastic consumption. Plastic is one of the most serious causes of environmental pollution today. Simple actions like carrying reusable bags for shopping, using personal water bottles, and minimizing the purchase of plastic packaged products can make a difference. These practices not only protect the environment but also cultivate the virtue of moderation, an important Buddhist principle. Planting trees. Planting a tree is a concrete and practical way to create change. The Buddha taught that every wholesome seed we plant today will yield positive results in the future. A thriving forest begins with small hands planting individual saplings. Raising awareness. Share knowledge about environmental protection with family, friends, and your community. In Buddhism, this is known as dana of the Dharma, giving wisdom and understanding to others. When people become more aware of the consequences of their actions, they are motivated to change. Practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness, sati, is not limited to meditation but can be applied to daily life. Be conscious of how much resources you consume, how much waste you generate, and the impact of these on the environment. Mindfulness helps us live with greater awareness and responsibility. Collective action. Communities joining hands. While individual actions are vital, creating large-scale change requires collective effort. Buddhism teaches that collective karma is shaped by the actions of a group, and it can be transformed when communities work toward a shared goal. Participating in environmental activities. Activities such as beach cleanups, recycling initiatives, or tree planting drives not only protect nature but also foster community bonds. These actions embody compassion and solidarity, core values in Buddhism. Advocating for sustainable policies. Communities can influence leaders and businesses to adopt environmentally sustainable policies, such as reducing carbon emissions, limiting deforestation, and promoting renewable energy. This is a way to transform national karma through collective action. Building green lifestyles. Buddhist communities worldwide have started adopting sustainable lifestyles, such as using renewable energy in monasteries, reducing plastic usage, and planting greenery around their living spaces. These are clear examples of applying Buddhist philosophy to real-world actions. Transforming karma. Choosing change today. The Buddha taught that nothing in this world is fixed. Negative karma can be transformed by creating positive karma. Every wholesome action we take today, no matter how small, can contribute to positive change in the future. Acting now. We don't need to wait for perfect conditions to start making a difference. Small steps today, such as turning off unused lights, reducing meat consumption, or reusing plastic bags, are meaningful contributions to the environment. Spreading change. Transforming karma doesn't stop with individuals, it extends to family, friends, and communities. When one person begins to act, they inspire others to follow. Facing old karma. Not all consequences of past karma can be immediately erased, but by acknowledging them and actively making changes, we can minimize their impact. This requires patience, compassion, and commitment. Buddhism. Facing challenges with awareness and compassion. Buddhism does not teach us to avoid or blame circumstances. Instead, it encourages us to confront our karma with mindfulness and compassion. The Los Angeles wildfires remind us that our actions today will determine the future of the world. This is not merely a challenge but an opportunity to transform. Together, we can turn negative karma into positive karma. By embracing this philosophy, we take a step toward healing the planet and creating a more harmonious future for all beings. The Los Angeles wildfires are not merely a climate disaster but a powerful wake-up call about the intricate relationship between human actions and the balance of nature. Through the lens of Buddhism, it becomes evident that nothing happens by chance. Everything stems from the law of cause and effect, and the karma that humanity has collectively sown over generations. To change the outcome, we must begin by transforming our way of living, thinking, and acting. Buddhism teaches that all transformation begins with the smallest steps. Turning off lights when not in use, reducing plastic usage, or planting trees may seem like simple acts. But when millions of people take such actions together, the power of change becomes extraordinary. The Buddha once said, "No act is too small if done with compassion and mindfulness." Remember, every choice we make today has the potential to shape the future. Change does not rely solely on individuals, it requires the united efforts of communities. When communities work together to adopt sustainable lifestyles, protect the environment, and advocate for green policies, collective karma can be transformed in a positive direction. This transformation not only reduces the likelihood of future natural disasters but also fosters a more peaceful and harmonious environment for all. Nature is not a resource for human exploitation but a great teacher. Imparting lessons of patience, compassion, and interconnectedness. By learning to live in harmony with nature, we not only protect the environment but also find inner peace. Buddhism teaches that living harmoniously with nature is a form of spiritual practice, a path to enlightenment through compassion and wisdom. The Los Angeles wildfires have left severe consequences, but they are not the end. This is a time for reflection, transformation, and building a sustainable future. Actions need not be grand but must be carried out with sincerity and determination. Each person, community, and nation has an essential role in shaping a better world. Buddhism does not teach us to avoid challenges or blame circumstances. Instead, the Buddha encourages us to face reality with mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom. Disasters like wildfires are opportunities for each of us to reassess our way of living, practice compassion toward nature, and plant seeds of goodness for the future. Let the lessons from the Los Angeles wildfires serve as a profound reminder for all of us. Start with the smallest actions, spread the spirit of change, and live with compassion and wisdom. By protecting nature, we are not only safeguarding our environment but also protecting ourselves and future generations. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to leave them in the comments section. Don't forget to like and share this video to spread this important message further. And make sure to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our upcoming videos. See you next time.